know who I am. Juggernaut.
Captain Forrest here, and in today's video, I'm going to be power scaling Juggernaut from Marvel Comics 616. Now if you guys are new to Corin's channel, and also my channel, please leave a like, comment down below, and of course subscribe for further content. And also huge shout out to the Crusaders, massive shouts to the team, they know who they are, they've been a huge help in my videos, and yes, shout outs to the team. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get right into meat potato things. Of course, I am guest appearing again. Hi everyone, and I'm dropping some heat for you guys today. But yes, let's get right into meat potatoes of things. So, over the years in Marvel, back in the classic days, Juggernaut was a force to be reckoned with. Juggernaut demonstrated very impressive feats, such as the time he started beefing with Thor. He would give Thor a run for his money in combat, to the point where Thor would need to resort to BFR tactics to even get rid of Juggernaut. Cyttorak puts his trust in Juggernaut and would reward him with power, might, resistances, and protections in fights to help him deal with his opponents. Juggernaut has bodied the X-Men on a good few occasions. He's also beaten Cosmic Ghost Rider and also beaten up Green Scar Hulk to the point where Green Scar Hulk had to resort to BFRing Juggernaut from the battlefield. Cyclops himself has been unable to even phase Juggernaut with a full-powered optic blast, and this very same full-powered optic blast is capable of knocking over Green Scar Hulk and also burning his skin, and literally Juggernaut is able to power through this optic blast like it's just water. Very impressive. Juggernaut is also shown to fight King Hyperion and make him bleed. This very same King Hyperion fights Blue Marvel and punches him so hard that Blue Marvel notes he hits harder than Sentry. Keep in mind folks, Blue Marvel has actually fought against Sentry too. We've seen Juggernaut press Rogue and no-sell her attacks. This very same Rogue during the time had Wonder Man's powers, a man who was also stated by Captain America to have Sentry level strength. Very impressive. So that's going to round up Juggernaut's feats. I'm going to go ahead and talk about his powers and abilities. So Juggernaut can generate an endless amount of kinetic energy once he starts charging. Once Juggernaut begins to charge, he can't stop unless he's physically overpowered or forced to crash with his own momentum into something. Juggernaut's charge is so prominent that not even telekinesis will work on him once he gets going. Juggernaut also generates a invulnerable barrier which protects him from harm and repels any conventional threats. On top of this, Juggernaut's armor is also invulnerable too. He can also flex his force field to negate telekinetic forces. Juggernaut's armor also has resistance to durability negation, as Wolverine's adamantium claws couldn't even scratch his armor. Juggernaut's armor and barrier also grant him a bunch of resistances, such as heat resistance against the Human Torch's flames, as they had no effect on the Juggernaut. We've seen Juggernaut charge through electromagnetic barriers. Juggernaut has resistance against sleep hexes, as the X-Men set up sleep grenades to try and incapacitate Juggernaut, in which, in fact, weren't working on him and instead made him even angrier more than anything. Juggernaut's helmet grants him resistances to mind hacks. Charles Xavier, an Omega level mutant himself, explains that the power of Cyttorak grants Juggernaut mystic mental defenses, preventing Charles from even probing or affecting his mind in any capacity. Charles Xavier attempts to insert all his mental powers to stop Juggernaut, and it does absolutely nothing. Juggernaut also wears a backup helmet if his first one is compromised, and if things get pretty hairy, Juggernaut can also reform a new helmet right on the spot. Now, due to the power of Cyttorak, Juggernaut is able to survive inside an endless void, and Juggernaut also has Type 1 immortality. As long as his hatred remains, he will not age. When Juggernaut was swimming after Beast, the power of Cyttorak prevented Juggernaut from sinking. The power of Cyttorak grants Juggernaut self-sustenance and stamina. This dude was able to dig through the ground and went literally months without any food or water or air, as he doesn't need it. You could even argue that he has infinite stamina just due to the nature of Juggernaut being able to generate infinite kinetic energy. He can just keep going, and the power of Cyttorak itself is infinite. It's even stated itself. So there's some really good infinite arguments, you know, infinite stamina, like just really good quantifications for Juggernaut's stamina. And also another thing I want to mention too, Juggernaut has also spent a year underground waiting, and he has a lot of patience too. So he will wait for an op. Even when reduced to a skeleton, Juggernaut is still able to fight thanks to Cyttorak's power. and Juggernaut's hatred keeps himself together. Juggernaut is able to resist his kinetic energy being slowed down. Juggernaut is also shown to use some abilities, such as the time he radiates energy around himself to cause a barrage of energy balls to fire at the X-Men. We've seen the Juggernaut use attack reflection, such as the time he was able to redirect an attack from Storm right back on her. It's also shown to deflect the optic blast from Cyclops, and due to the mystic energies coursing through Juggernaut's body, he is granted a healing factor and is shown to heal his eye back. Lastly, Juggernaut has some really good battle awareness and tactics and senses. We've seen Juggernaut bear hug his opponents. We've seen Juggernaut face opponents who edge out in the speed department. In order to tag them easier, he will purposely allow his opponents to get in close and commit to their attacks and pretty much leave themselves wide open, so he could pretty much grab them and tear them apart. And lastly, while Juggernaut was blinded by Dazzler's light, Juggernaut uses his senses to detect where Dazzler is, and he's able to grab her and stop her. And he even notes during that training session that if this was a real fight, she would have been dead. But anyway, that's gonna round up this video. I'm gonna leave some things near the end of the video just to give you guys your own interpretations. But easily, in terms of the attack potency ranges, Juggernaut can easily range from the ranges of Altiversal Plus, High Altiversal Plus. You can even argue some boundless stuff for him, and even to the extraversal degrees. Now, I've gone over these feats already on my channel, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Some really good stuff. Juggernaut is fighting characters who already display these types of feats, so naturally Juggernaut would have some type of scaling to it. Now, in terms of speed, there are some pretty low-end feats you can use. You can use some MFTL stuff, infinite speed, immeasurable to irrelevant. As mentioned before, I have mentioned this on the channel and my channel also, so please check those out. I go into great detail, and just due to the nature of these characters and the feats that they've shown, such as Thor and Silver Surfer, Juggernaut would easily downscale or scale to them in these departments. So yes, your boy Juggernaut, he's not just fast, he's also pretty strong. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Corin, for allowing me to jump back on the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a like and comment down below, and make sure you subscribe to both of our channels. But yes, it's been real. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.